Hi there, I want to try and convert this into a glowing object. It's just a photo of me holding, I think it's the body of a vape. I want to start by converting this to a smart object, which is handy if we resize it at any point. We can resize it back up without losing any information. I want to start by separating off my background. So I'm just going to make a quick selection using the selection tools. Let's just get rid of this bit. So I just want my hand and the vape selected in the first instance. Let's make it smaller. Just using Alt to just fix this little bit around the fingers. That's fine, I think. So with the selection made, I'm going to right click on it with the rectangular marquee tool, then right click and do layer via copy, so I can hide my background layer. Then I can put in a new background with slightly less yuck on it. It's a technical term. I'm just going to go with a bit of a plain colour. So I've got a clearer image to work with. Okay, none of that's anything to do with the making it glow thing. Right, so next I want to select just the vape if I am able. So I'm going to use again a object selection tool and just drag a box around it. And this is by magic, it's done a really good job of selecting just it. Next I would like to invert this selection, which is making the black bits white and the white bits black. So if I go to Image, Adjustments, Invert, Control I, we've already lightened up the thing. Let's deselect that. I think I want to darken down the whole hand a bit. So if we go to Hue Saturation and choose Colorize, I want my hue about 240. That's alright. Saturation about there. Let's make it a bit lighter. About 9, 10, 9, 10. That's good. So I've darkened it out. Should we do the same thing with the background? I think we have done the same with the background, haven't we? That's fine. If you don't want the background to go darker, click the little clip button there. But I think that's okay. Now I'm going to create a new layer on top of it and call this Glow 1. I'm going to select a paintbrush with a soft edge. Make it nice and soft. I want a lowish flow, 30, opacity 30, and I want to change this layer to a linear dodge. Linear dodge. Now when you've got the paintbrush tool selected, if you press Alt, can you see it turns into the eyedropper tool? So I'm going to pick a really light colour, something like that, and I'm just going to start brushing over this. Just carefully, try not to go over the thumb too much, because the lighting would be coming from the object. Starting to glow. So far so good. Now I'm going to create another layer. I'm going to call this Glow 2. I'm going to use Alt. I'm going to pick a slightly darker colour. Maybe something there, so it starts to darken down. And I'm just going to again change the blend mode to linear dodge. Just kind of brush out. Oh, gone over the thumb. Don't want to go over the thumb. And right away I'm thinking this background wants to be darker. Should we make a black background? Let's make a black background. It's not easy to say. Paint bucket tool. Select the background and just darken it down. Where were we? Right. Let's have Glow 3. Glow 3. Right, I'm going to get back on my brush tool, select a darker colour, and just brush out a little bit further. I'm just being a bit careful not to go over the thumb. If I go on the thumb, it looks like I've got a see-through thumb, which is not what we want. I'm just wondering what happens if we stack these images the other way up. Let's put Glow 1 at the top, then Glow 2, then Glow 3. That's alright. That needs to be linear dodge also. I'm just going to turn the opacity down on that one a shade. But 54. Glow 2. 55. So that's starting to glow. Just wondering what it looks like with that background back in. I might like that with the background back in. Let me just turn the opacity of the background down a shade. Just on mixing those two things in. Doesn't look too bad at all. Apart from down there, that's coming with this. That's my hand selection being not too good. We could refine that. So if I'd used a layer mask to cut the hand out, we wouldn't have had that problem. But let's just erase some of this stuff. A weird erase tool selected. Let's just get rid of some of that. Now, the reason I should have used a layer mask when you're doing this kind of erasing, if it goes horribly wrong, you can fix it with a layer mask where it's trickier to do this way. That's alright, that's looking glowy to me. Now if you're so inclined, you could add on another layer on top of it, again maybe put it to linear dodge, and let me just alt select, we need the brush tool again, alt select a colour from maybe the lighter part of the hand, and just kind of, let's turn the flow right down. This lets you put colour on a bit more gradually. I just want to put a few light patches in, like the light's actually shining on the tips of parts of these fingers. That's not so bad. There we go. So it's lots of layers with linear dodge. Seems to be the real trick. Thank you for watching.